Okay, here we go.
Oh, Barb's here. Rob's here. Hi,
Holly.
Holly.
Hi, Holly. Hi,
Hey,
Robert.
nice to see you both.
Thank
Nice to
you.
see you too.
How is your sister?
Um, Out of the crisis place, but we're kind of in the chronic place. Not too great.
Hey, Rob.
Hello, Robert. Okay, there's someone named Catherine Frosey who's trying
Catherine Frosty. Yeah.
Frosey. She's trying to join, but it
Hi.
says, okay, here's
Sometimes she has difficulty getting on. She lives up in Boulder Creek, and sometimes the connection is challenging.
okay. People are trying to enter classes. People are trying to enter Zoom. Trying to enter all these different places. Wendy, can you message her? And oh no, here we go. Okay. Okay. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome
Yes.
to the Wisdom of the Ancients. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lynn. I go officially by Reverend Lynn Laborde. It means that I am ordained in the Order of Melchizedek as one of the priests of the order, priestesses, as I like to call myself. I said to Reverend Dan when I did my ordination back in 2017, I said, "Can I call myself a priestess?" And he said, "You can." I said, "Okay, good." Reverend Dan is just this huge ball of love. Anyway, I am here with my dearly beloved friend, Wendy. Wendy and I have been friends for close to 40 years now.
Oh,
Back in 1987, we met in Los Angeles when we were young, tender little mini priestesses in training.
Yeah,
And
young and cute.
now we're just old and cute.
Yeah, now we're just old and cute.
Mature and cute.
Young and cute.
Mature. Yeah, mature. And Wendy and I, we lost touch at one point because I had a purse that had my address book in it, and all my addresses were gone. And this was before cell phones, so there wasn't a way to look someone up. There wasn't an iCloud where everything was held, and I lost touch with her for years and years and years. And then I had a boyfriend, and he had a business partner named Darren, and Darren was talking about how he got trained as a channel and a medium, and he said he had this best friend named Wendy, and all of a sudden I saw Wendy's flaming red hair in an image in my mind, and I'm like, hold on a second. So I went to my photo album and I opened up this picture of me with Wendy and a whole bunch of girlfriends for a trip that we had taken to Sedona in the early 90s. And he's like, "Oh my God, how do you know all these women? These are like some of my best friends." So he got me back in touch with Wendy, and that was like 2008, 2009, 2010, something like that.
It's all looking the same.
It was late.
Was it? I
was
think it was like, yeah, 13 or 14. Yeah.
No, because I wasn't living at that apartment. I moved out of the apartment in 2010. Anyway,
Okay. All
so
right.
I reached out to Wendy and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Well, I'm a triple certified psychic, a medium, and I channel." And I'm like, "No, you don't. You work at a fucking dentist's office. What are you talking about?" It was like, it was beyond my comprehension. I was like, and I'm like, "Psychics and mediums, and those are weird people. Like, what are you?" She's like, "No, it's not what you think." I'm like, "All right, well, I love you anyway."
Yeah.
And I was like, but I had watched Darren, the friend who was over, channel Methuselah, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool, really cool." And actually, Wendy and I had known a friend of ours named Levi who channeled Ankar, but I was like, "But that's stuff that's not like for you and me. Like, we're just normal people. Like, I work at a bank, and you anyway." So has she proved me wrong? So Wendy, years ago, 2017, I'm in a meditation, and Pallas Athena comes to me during the meditation, and Pallas Athena, I'm sorry, I'm right in the middle of presentation. I'm getting a distraction for 1 second. Just click on it and open it. So Pallas Athena comes to me and she says, I am Pallas Athena. Will you come with me? And I'm like, Pallas Athena, daughter of Zeus, like how bad could this go, right? And she takes me under the water. She shows me a civilization that's under the ocean, and she said, you did this. And I'm like, dude, this is not an acid flashback. I never took acid. Like, what do you mean I did this? The only person I knew that had any context of this was Wendy. So I called Wendy and she goes, well, maybe this is who you're supposed to get trained to channel. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I've seen ghosts. I know what happens when they come into your body. And what do you do to your hair? You know, like they're gonna come in and never come out, and that'll be the end of me. And she's like, no, it's not like that. So we began this journey of me. At this point, I was living in New York. We both used to live in California. She was living up in Connecticut, about 3 hours away. And I would go up on weekends, and she began this one-on-one, really intense training and teaching me how to be an oracle, how to be a channel. And it has changed I can't think of a single person other than my mother popped me out of her vajayjay that has changed the course of my life more than Wendy has, you know? And so we have come together. She's to come down here to the sanctuary that I have in New York, and she's to teach people how to channel. She's trained over 1,700 people. She's extraordinary. She's an incredible healer. She's one of the kindest souls you'll ever meet. And we have known and loved each other for, many, many lifetimes. People keep entering. This is so much fun.
Lifetimes and lifetimes.
So
And
that's me. And here's Wendy.
yeah, I'm Wendy. And it's my passion to teach people to channel. And it is my passion to channel. And I know that several of you here have taken classes with me or have seen me channel. And it's really an extraordinary experience that everyone can have because you're all channels. But we're going to be bringing in Metatron and Yeshua today. Is that correct, Lynn? Yeshua?
Yep.
Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus. And they're going to have messages for us. I spoke to a friend recently.
They want to talk a little bit about what's coming.
Yeah.
They want to talk about a little bit how to take care of yourselves within what's coming. And also want to talk a little bit about what they are going to be offering to all of us next year, which is important and exciting. So
for those of you that don't know, Wendy and I are going to be offering a year-long training that we're going to be doing together that is called the Pathway of the Initiate. And it's going to be for people to have an experience of what it is for their soul's evolution to be on paper speed. It's going to be me channeling Jesus, Mary Magdalene, and Hathor, the Egyptian goddess of women. It's going to be Wendy channeling Metatron.
I'm going to be channeling, of course, Metatron and Elijah and Melchizedek. And there's going to be others that come in. Each of the lessons are going to be channeled. It's going to be an exquisite year. Metatron was saying to me earlier that 2024 is going to be a revolutionary, evolutionary year. And how many of us, if we are open to it, are going to expand, evolve more in the next 12, 13 months than we have up to this point. And that's all because of the energies and all of what is becoming available to us through our guidance. And so it's really exciting. We're sitting in that place of pure potential, pure possibility. So I'm excited.
So there is Priyanka's now the host. So Priyanka's here with us for just a few minutes. She's going to get us online on Facebook. And then Wendy, I'm going to bring Yeshua forth and then let you finish up with M.
Sure.
Would you like to go live on your group or your personal profile?
I don't know. I heard personal profile.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And then we can share it into the group, yeah? Okay. By the way, I love what you're doing with your hair.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so does anyone have any questions before I bring Yeshua forth? Okay, thank you all for being here. Here we go. Greetings, beloved ones. We thank you for answering the call, being in attendance for this conversation. We are delighted to have with you. Beloveds, understand that you are an amalgamation of various multiple incarnations, if you will, aspects of the soul. We would ask you to imagine that there is a tree, and a tree has roots, and a tree has limbs, and a tree has branches, and a tree has leaves. And imagine that each incarnation is one of the leaves on the tree. Understand that the tree breathes life into every aspect of it, and then every aspect of it breathes life back into this tree. Understand that each of you, through these various incarnations, are having a perspective and aspect of life as if you are one of the leaves. But to raise your consciousness, to raise your frequency, allows you to see, I am a leaf that is on a branch. I am a branch that is on a limb. I am a limb that is attached to a tree, and I have roots. And look what I do. I provide oxygen, breath, through photosynthesis, through spiritual photosynthesis. I provide life to many others. Understand that there is no thing that you can think, that you can say, or that you can do, beloveds, that is not having an impact upon the greater whole. Understand that you are part of a greater ecosystem. And this happens not only physically, but it happens emotionally, it happens mentally, and of course, it happens spiritually. What we are asking each of you to do now, beloved ones, is to bring forth the consciousness, to become aware of every nuance of you, to become aware of that which you think, that which you believe, that which you speak, the actions that you take, why you love what you love, why you have an abhorrence and a fear, why do you have certain addictions, why you have certain proclivities, to understand the greater whole of what it is for you to be a human being. We would ask you, beloved ones, to begin the journey within. Understand that when I had my 40 days and 40 nights, I was asked to take a look at multiple incarnations to find where I had left pain points, where I had left aspects of myself seemingly behind. And we are asking the same of you. We are asking you to raise your vibrations, to let go of that which has held you back, so that you can bring all of you to bear for what it is that will be occurring. Understand that there is a radical transformation that is happening within your consciousness, beloveds, that is happening within this time-space continuum in which you find yourself consciously here, as well as what is happening with the other leaves upon your tree. We are asking you to become aware and have a greater perspective of yourself as the entire tree. And then we are asking you to hold the neutrality of what it is to be this being of light that you are. Understand that every breath that you breathe, beloved, is its own process of spiritual photosynthesis. So the very thoughts that you think, the very air that you breathe, the actions that you take, and the words that you speak have a profound impact on the entire universe, the galaxy, all of it. And we are here to show you how to bring greater light to yourself and to all. We love you. We look forward to being with you. And indeed, we will speak with you again.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you, Robert. Priyanka, I know you have to go, and you can give me host back. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, you're most welcome. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Priyanka.
Thank you.
Indeed.
And now we have
All right.
Metatron for us.
Okay. So, blessings upon each and every one of you. The most important thing we would like to share with you today is that you are becoming a Christ. We're going to let that sink in just a bit. Each and every one of you that have been called here today are becoming a Christ. As Yeshua will tell you that he was one Christ, called the Christ, but there have been other Christs that have walked upon this planet and other dimensions and planets as well. It is a function of your soul's journey. And so, as each of you are reaching from that soul aspect to connect with and anchor the Christ that you are, the path begins to open up. You begin to need different things. Old things that are comfortable fall away. You find a different tribe. You find a different community sometimes where you feel that you fit, where there's others that are doing the work like you're doing. The key to understand is that you are important. You think of yourself as, not very big upon this planet, but who and what you are, what you anchor here is important for the collective. You begin to connect with and anchor your Christ principle. That is the vibration that you anchor with every step that you take, with every healing that you do, with every message that you share. You are greater than you know, beloved ones. We would like to remind you that while you are on a singular journey, you are also part of a collective journey. We encourage you to remember to reach out to others that will support you and your process. We ask you to kindly open your hearts and minds to support others as they are awakening and growing as well. You are the peacekeepers. You are the light keepers. You are the star seeds. You are the masters. And everything you do matters. We would like to invite you to a deeper understanding of the self. We would like to invite you to begin to live yourself as the Christ each and every breath of each and every day. Because it's important. There's no more time for sitting on the fence, right? There's a time where Spirit's call is going to ask you to be all in. And so we ask you today, are you all in? Are you all in? Have you committed to your spiritual journey, to your spiritual awakening at a deep level? Many of you have. Thank you so much. Some of you are still on the fence, and that's okay. You will find your way. But we encourage you to reach out to Yeshua and Magdalene and Hathor, to Metatron, to Melchizedek and to Elijah. We are always available for you. You. All you need to do is call. and we will show up for you. Mhm. Lynn, are we going to open this to questions, or is there something else?
Is there anyone that would like to ask a question of Metatron while we have him here embodied? Is there anything that you would like to know about the program that's to come, the work that he's referring to?
Yeah. We hear you, Robert.
I have a question.
Indeed.
Hello, Metatron.
Hello.
Honestly, for me, the program that you and Lynn are offering, will it be advantageous for me to participate in that?
Hmm.
Yes. And as always, we ask everyone to use their discernment. This is going to take you to a deeper place, Robert, right? And when you complete this, right, whether you do one piece or 3 pieces next year, right, when you're complete, you're going to be stepping out with spirit in a very different way. You're quite comfortable where you are. And so part of this for you, my friend, is to move you from complacency into mastery.
Hmm. Hmm.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you. It's an honor to be taught by you.
Well, there's many of us that will be
Yes.
that will be bringing delicious teachings.
Thank you.
Anyone else have questions for Metatron? It can be any type of a question.
Holly has raised her hand. Oh, sweet Holly.
Hello. My question is, based on and I haven't taken all your classes for both of you lovely ladies in Metatron and Yeshua, but the class coming up this year, what does it most resemble that you have done in the past?
Nothing.
Nothing. That
Absolutely
doesn't help
nothing.
at all.
It does not resemble anything that you've lived in the past. You're going to be taken through the ancient mystery schools. You're going to be learning lost tools. This is not your normal, Tuesday class.
Okay. Okay. We'll wing it.
Yeah. It will make itself available to you if it is your soul's journey. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
We're finding that the people that are coming forth are being called by their souls. This isn't anyone that we've selected. This is a soul selection process. And there have been some prerequisites, like having people understand what the Akashic records are, how to access the Akashic records, having some tools that are handy if they find themselves triggered. My dear friend Robert resisted the Akashic records for the longest time. And then one day he called me and he's like, all right, they said I gotta learn, you're ready when you're ready. And again, as Metatron had said, if it's not going to be 2024, it may be 2025.
Yeah.
But it's not anything any of us have ever done before. I'm nervous, honestly. Like, I have no idea what's coming.
Our woman said she would like to take the class. Well, she and Lynn are being prepared as we speak.
Oh my
right?
God.
They are being shaped and molded and stretched, healed. They're going through process right now that is deep.
Yep. unlike anything ever before. And, you know, she and I both have like 30 or 40,000 certificates of things that we've done and trainings that we've done and classes that we've done and things that we've taught, but it's nothing like what they're putting us through right now.
No, but this is the more. For those, you know, that wake up and go, you know, I know there's something more. And so this is the container for the more. And we gave Lynn and Mel Lester the name Super Six, right? And the Super Six are bringing the more that you haven't really been finding anyplace else. So if you feel cold, please command join us.
Thank you, Em. Any
Other questions before we relinquish the body? It can be
Somebody put
about
a
the
question.
class, it can be about anything you like.
Somebody
Nina.
put a question in the chat.
Okay. Sorry, I missed it. Hold on.
We cannot read the chat. So
How does a person know which path to go on that is best for them? And Laura asked that question.
yeah, that is a fantastic question. And what we will remind you, beloved one, is there's no wrong choices. Whether you chose the path to the right or the path to the left, it is filled with lessons and blessings for the soul. The greatest way to find out what will be most potent for you, what will be for the highest good for you, is to really check in at the soul level and pose the question to your own soul. What is it that you would have us do? Align with that aspect of you, so that as you're moving, making your choices, choosing your path, you'll know instinctively that this is where you belong. Yeah? Does that make sense to you, my friend?
3 hearts to you.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Laura.
It's an inside job, right? It's an inside job. And we have taught, some of you know that we've taught some other classes, and we gave you homework to live yourself, live your life inside out. That aspect of you that is powerful, the God I am, live that on the outside. It changes your vision, changes your perception, changes your life.
Rob, did you raise your hand
Then-
again? Okay.
Hmm?
Rob had another question.
Oh, okay.
Do you,
I
Rob?
believe Holly's hand was up first.
Oh, Holly, do you have another question? No, I think. Okay. Rob, you're up.
Big M, it's been a long time. Do you have any advice for me today for the rest of this week? Anything that is glaring that I should heed?
Yes, yes, indeed. So we would ask you to really pay attention. And you do a really good job most of the time, my friend, but there have been a number of distractions in your life in the recent past that kind of pulls you in different directions. And we're going to call you back to your soul. We're calling you back to that alignment without distractions. So we encourage you to create your outer life with less distractions, because your inner life is critical. It is important to this planet. You are important to spirit. Huh? That makes some sense to you.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Indeed, we know you can do it. We know you can do it.
Thank
Don't
you.
don't get more frazzled. Just get quiet. See what can be compartmentalized. See what is now, and just do what's in front of you, no matter what it is. Okay? All right.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work, my friend. Mm.
I appreciate it. Thank you for hosting this.
Anyone else?
Can I ask the same question as like what is it in it for me? Like, because I suffer from anxiety, a lot of anxiety and depression, and I'm terrified of it. Like I had in the past month, I had a horrible episode of anxiety and depression that I am terrified to go back to it, or that, so yeah, I'm just wondering what else can I do, or how can I help my spirit kind of like get rid of.
Right. Well, first we're going to ask you, and this is going to sound odd, beloved one, but we're going to ask you not to try to get rid of anything.
Okay.
Right. The first thing that happens when an episode comes on is that you want to push it away. And yet, if you will lean into it, it will resolve itself much more quickly than if you resist. Find the help, find the care that you need, not only for your mental wealth and health and well-being, but your physical health and well-being. There are a number of things that are good tools when you're struggling with anxiety and depression. We would encourage you, if you have the ability, to soak in a tub that has Epsom salts
Okay.
at least once a week, because your magnesium is low. When your magnesium is low, it triggers your anxiety. It is a physical response. Pay attention to your adrenals. They sit on top of your kidneys. Anything you can do to nurture the adrenals will also go a great distance in helping with the anxiety attacks. Right now, you're in fight or flight. The adrenals are flooding your system with adrenaline. So supplements to assist your adrenals, and breathing exercises. Lynn has some breathing exercises that are really good for people to be able to breathe through their anxiety and to breathe through all of those feelings, beloved one. The path is there. You don't have to worry about what you're going to do on the path. Your soul knows. Right now, what's important is to be here with your physical body, with your mental and emotional body. Heal that. The path opens before you with no questions. All right?
Right. Thank you.
Indeed. Don't forget to call on all of your guides. They will assist you.
So I'm putting inside of the chat my YouTube channel, which has almost 2,000 videos there. And there's a playlist of guided meditations. And there are some extraordinary meditations that will take you through some breathing exercises that will help tremendously with the anxiety and with the depression. And Laura was saying that she would like to know for her as well, because she too suffers with depression and anxiety.
Right. Well, it is a challenge, because right now upon your planet, there's more people that struggle with depression than ever before. And it has become something that is contained within the collective consciousness. And so one of the things that you can do through your work with guidance, through your meditations, is to unplug from the collective consciousness, right? Imagine that you just pull yourself out, because if you are continue to swim in that pool, you will continue to experience the challenges of depression and anxiety. And again, watch your body. It is, your body is talking to you. What does it want? What does it need? It's looking for balance. Its hormones are out of whack. And so all of these things kind of pile on and create what is that, for lack of a better word, that syndrome that is depression and its cohort anxiety. So it really is something that you can be an ally with your own physical body and really listen and give your body what it needs. Act in such a way that you are honoring not only the physical, but your energy body, your emotional body as well. I know that that's a little bit esoteric, but that is what the message is, my friend.
Thank you, Metatron. Thank you for the question, Laura. Laura says thank you so much. Barbara says thank you so much as well. Are there any other questions that anyone has before we wrap up this evening? Okay, Catherine, please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much. I'm wondering, what is everything is going to be on Zoom, correct? And what is the time commitment? Like, it's at weekends or weekdays or what have you? And are you going to be, I'm sure you are, teaching us how to assimilate all the solar energies that are coming into our being, our light being, and our 12 solar chakras? So, I mean, I know for me at this point, I am feeling like I don't belong, like my family of origin. I'm not feeling connected with them at all. No. And for me, I know that there's a reason for that, because I got to do my thing. Yeah. And they don't think my thing is a good thing. And so, or, they're not into it, right? They don't get it. A lot of people don't get it. It's okay. And I know that I'm here for a reason. And I know it is to really turn on everything, because I believe, I came here from another, universe, everything. And we're all eternal, and we all have everything inside of us. We could grow a limb. We can heal ourselves. We can do everything that this world says we can't. Right? I know we can. But living in third dimension sucks. Sorry for my language. But it does. And I come from the heart, and I know that I am a very trusting, loving soul, and my family of origin just thinks I just am too trusting, and that I'll get taken and this and that, whatever, anyway. I just know that there's going to be practices.
There's no shame in being trusting, beloved one, but also remembering to use your discernment, and you're getting better at that. That is getting stronger and stronger for you. So what I believe, and we are going to let Lynn talk about it more, the course is taught in 3-4 month modules, and you'll meet 3 Thursdays and have 1 off, and it's offered 2 times during the day one in the morning for the people that are international and one in the afternoon for others that are more local. And so we will allow Lynn the opportunity to speak about that. Anything else that you need from that, which I be?
Thank
Oh
you.
no, I think that's good. Thank you so much, very much. I look forward to hearing all the particulars. Thank you.
Indeed, beloved one, keep up the good work. We heard the word changeling while you were speaking, and it's almost as if you feel like a changeling. And that is a play on words because you are changing, but you do have that understanding that you've been dropped here, right? And don't relate. So don't forget to keep in connection with your tribe. All right. All of it.
So
All
Catherine,
right.
I
Thank
dropped.
you.
Thank you, Em.
We will see you all next time. Namaste.
Namaste. I dropped the link. The website you can go to is either metatronsmysticalmuse.com or soulmasteruniversity.com. All the information is there for registration. We're going to offer them in trimesters, so 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. The first month, we will be focusing upon the Atlantis connections, and there's going to be a retreat that's going to be offered for people. It's something that people would pay for themselves, but there will be a connection to what it is that's being taught in the trimester. We'll be heading to the Florida Keys to do some more investigation about our Atlantean connections and origins, Atlantis, Lemuria, and Pangea. Then in the second trimester, which would be May, June, July, and August, we will be focusing with Yeshua and Magdalene and Hathor on the Essene journey through the Akashic records and delving into the mystery schools that happened both in Alexandria and Egypt and happened as well in Israel. And then that journey will take us to the south of France, where we'll be connecting with Magdalene there and Yeshua and others. And then the last trimester, which would be September, October, November, and December, we will be heading into Sedona, where we'll be looking at ancestral connections, both physical ancestry as well as spiritual ancestry, and doing work there. And that's, so this pathway of the initiate, there's going to be 4 steps to this. There's the initiate, and then the apprentice, and then the adept, and then the master. And this is the ancients present the Akashic Oracle
Mystery School
of Mastery. So there's a bigger program that all this is going with. But when we thought we were going to offer the program, Spirit was like, hold on a second, you two already been close to ready. So let's get you ready.
We
let's get everybody else
got
ready.
spanked a little bit.
We were like, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And they were like, hold on, let's pull the reins in. So we were like, oops. So this is to prepare all of us, because I promise you that Wendy and I are going to be participating in this. I mean, This is initiation by fire. Right now, we're both like, eh.
Yeah. Want to also let you guys know that you're welcome on the retreats, even if you don't take the class, right? Please join us for any of the retreats. And they're just going to be yummy. My brain, I'm sorry, I have channeling head in the moment. So I just wanted to remind you that you're welcome on the retreats, even if you don't take the class. You're welcome in our community, no matter what. We love you all.
Thank you, my darlings. Thank you all so much for being here.
Oh, quick. One last question.
Yeah.
What would be the weekly time commitment?
The class once a week, whether you're choosing the 11 to 1 p.m. Eastern class or the 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern class, one of those classes once a week. If you choose that you want to attend one class and watch the other, we're going to teach the same material in both classes, but it's just going to be whatever people can attend. And if one week you can attend the early one and the next one you can attend the late one, it doesn't matter. You're not locked into any one. And if you want to, over the weekend, catch up and watch the other 2 hours of class, if you want to come to both classes, you know,
Yeah.
it's going to be a
You're welcome to come to both classes
Exactly.
if
But
you want.
we were told to make this really accessible and available to everybody. So on Thursdays, we're going to be teaching twice, channeling Yeshua, channeling Hathor, channeling Melchizedek, channeling Metatron, channeling Magdalene, channeling Elijah. Elijah, by the way, was Jesus's teacher. And I don't know if you've gotten to see
If you haven't, Kat just posted my Elijah event from last Friday. I listened to it today. I hardly ever listen to my own stuff, but I wanted to hear what Elijah sounded like because from the inside, you know, it sounds really odd. Wow. It was pretty cool. I patted myself on the back.
Is there any homework? Or you don't know?
I don't know.
There
Okay.
may be some, but what I think what Metatron had been saying is that it's not going to be something that's going to bowl you over. You're not going to have to dig your way through the year. There will be things that you'll be asked to practice during the week, but you're not going to be snowed with homework.
And it's also going to be that, you know, as we delve into the mystery schools and the tools and the techniques, these are going to be things that you're going to be remembering. Because if you're being called to be in this program, this is a pathway that you've walked before, and this is a time of remembrance. So it won't be like you're learning a brand new thing that you've never done before. You're definitely going to have the edges of, oh, you know, this is something that I know, that my soul knows anyway. Okay, Brenda, if you go to the playlist, you can look under meditations, and there's about 20 of them that are there. And there isn't one that's specifically spelled out for meditation. Let your soul guide you. Just go in and feel it. Maybe look at the time. There may be a shorter one that would be easier for you than one of the longer ones. But any of them are definitely, there's a beautiful breathing cycle that I bring people through that definitely will help take you out of anxiety.
I have one more question. It's not a question, it's more of an observance. As you refer this to trimesters, I feel you're birthing the galactic beings.
Yeah. It very much feels like a birthing process for all of us.
Right.
Very much so.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
And by the way, Catherine, Alejandra had her baby. She had a little baby boy right before Halloween. So everybody's doing
that's
good.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's so good. Well, thank you for letting me know that.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful.
All right, my darlings. Thank you all so very much for being here. Greatly appreciate each of you. If you have any questions, you know where to reach us. We're all over Facebook. If you can't find us, you're not looking hard enough. Thank you. Thank you.
Just don't look for my red hair anymore. It doesn't exist.
Only in pictures. Only in my memory.
All right.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you, everybody. Nice seeing you, Catherine. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.